Hey, okay, this is Shantae with Wellness Wednesday. Brown Sugar Talks under Black Unicorns. Anyway, I am coming today just to talk about just like I seen this meme, and it's always from a damn meme, right? Oh my god, check out Alicia Keys, her page. Like, she did this thing where she just said a bunch of shit with no. Oh my god, I love it. Like, she just said it, no smile. But she said it. My favorite one was when she blew on the window and she was like, something about my heart. And it led me to the fridge. Like, oh my God, it's so fucking hilarious. So anyway, I saw this meme and it was like a woman. It was just like all the different things they don't talk about on porn. And I thought it was like really important. It was really essential. So then I come up with this list or whatever. And, my list is some of what they said, and then my list is adding other stuff too. So anyway, the first thing is they don't talk about period sex, which, man, you know what? For Black women, it's like almost a taboo. Like, I don't know how other cultures feel about it, but I know for us, it was just like, girl, don't let him do nothing to you on your, it's like, you don't do that. And you could always use that as an excuse, like, nope, I got my period, like, no, it's like, no sex, I have my, like, whatever. So it's like, we have, I don't know if it's transcended, if it's different or whatever, but I know that she was like putting on there that after, that actually it's a good lubricant or whatever. It's also a religious thing, I think, if you're Catholic, and, it could be other stuff too, because I think it's like a sin or something like that. But either way, it's like, it's just up to you. I feel like it's like a personal preference as far as period sex goes and how you want to do it. It could be a messy affair. You could need a towel. You could need to open a window. Like, who knows? I don't know. It's like, it's just a messy situation. So you just, I think it's just something people don't talk about. I know that you could probably take a bath to, stop whatever's happening or whatever. I've never tried it, so I don't know if that's for sure. Just stuff I heard. You could also, I don't know what else you could do, but I think that's just up to you. It's just your personal preference, and it depends on who the guy is and what he likes and different things like that. Also, this is something that I want to add to this too. It's like, it also depends on your sexual attraction to the person. Like, some things you might have done with some other guy, you probably won't do it with the next guy, because it just depends on your level of sexual attraction and where you are at in life. So somebody could come and be like, oh yeah, and she, this done, it could be all these different things, rumors, whatever situations, and you just like, nope, but that was not me. That was just, they telling you the wrong stuff, because I didn't do that, So it's like, you just have to, it just depends on the person and the situation. It really does. And everything is basically a personal preference. And it depends on how much you care and don't care about the person. It depends on what it is that you want to get out of it. And so with that, I just want to also add that we also tend to forget that we also need to have that sort of level of like just communication, talking, and different things like that to get to know the person, so you don't end up hurting certain situations, especially like if you going that far with somebody. Some things they just leave you like, why did I do that? Like, what the fuck was I thinking? So you just have to get there too and get over it and whatever you gotta do. So number two is I thought sweat was a big one for me. Like, sweat, I was just like, if you've been with somebody, and again, if you care about them, you kind of put up with it, and if you care about them, it's kind of like, oh yes, get it all on me, baby. But if you don't, and this person is just like sweating on you and just like oh god, and just say, no, it's okay, no, I'm afraid, so you just have to, it just depends on how you feel about the person. The sweat is a big factor. Sweat, the wetness of it all. It just depends on the person, how you feel about them. They don't talk about sweat. They don't do enough sweat. They might make you look wet. Everybody got to be in a shower. Everything got to be pretty. But in the real life, no way, no how. But it happens, And again, it just depends on the person and the sweat. And you know what? But sweat could be something wonderful too. Like, depending on your man, if you got like a really clean dude, like he came from the gym and he like a clean, like he probably took a shot before he went to the gym, then he come home, he still got that like, oh, that musk on him, you just like, yes, take it off. But then, it's just a difference. It's just a difference in the type of sweat. So it could be like where you just have like this person is just like, just like sweaty, but then you could be with somebody that's just like sweaty, like it's like, what are you doing with yourself? Take it. Be a tiger, baby. Be a tiger. So, it's just, that's what it is. It's like you have to, it's just your attraction and what your level is and everything. And those things, they just happen. It gets messy in there. It gets messy. So then for my list is like this whole body thing. Like my number 3 is like body, like body. So body could be something different because bodies change and people feel different and difficult about bodies and, all this different stuff. And I guess as I grow older, I just realize it don't even matter. Like, it just depends on how you feel. Like, it's like the feeling of it. Because you could be with certain people and you could not like the touch of their hair. You could not like how they chest hair feel. You could, if they got back hair, that could be kind of whatever. Sometimes because a person does sweat but doesn't like drip sweat, they might be like slimy a little bit, like it just be different stuff. So it's like body makes a huge difference. Like if it's tight or if it's loose or if it's small enough to fit in your arm. It's just like, I don't know, it's like so many things. Okay, can I fit in his arms? Or I used to worry about that all the time. Like if my belly fit in somebody's arm, like, are you freaking kidding? Like, I mean, it would just be on my mind consistently. Like, let me lay the right way so my belly looks flat enough for him to look. It's like, no, like, I mean, oh my God, just like, it's stupid. Like, it's just so stupid. So now that I've been doing the whole like yoga thing, like just looking at myself and just like taking care of it and just like rubbing it down with oil and different things like that. It's like, girl, please, you have a wonderful body. And the way that I feel about bodies, it's like I want that person to have that same interest in me as I would have in them. And so that's the whole thing. I think bodies is a big thing too. I am a proponent of a curvaceous. I love my curvaceous body. Like, I like it. It's something I really like. I like my shape. And so when I'm drawn to a person, another woman, it is like, okay, and I'm not gay. Okay, I have to always put that out there. But it's like I like the curves. Like, I like the curvaceousness of her body. I usually can compliment her better than I can a woman who's thinner or whatever. Not to say that I'm just against a person with different shapes of body. It's just that's what I am. I love my curves. I like it. And I know that I'm healthy. That's the other part. It's like, I could be, it's like, I like the fact that I'm healthy. I like the fact that I'm okay. Like, I could do a good workout, it was, yeah, I'll mention that later, but I like that. I enjoy that part of myself. So in turn, I just feel sexy. It's like, I do. I don't care what I got on. I don't care what it is. I just feel sexy. I do. The next thing is, what else was I thinking about? Conversation. Number 4. That's something else porns don't have, is conversation. Porns don't have enough good conversation. Just like that greatness of conversation. Just that whole goodness of just what a conversation is. Porns will leave out so much of the good stuff. Like just all the stuff that leads up to that. But sometimes it takes a really, really good conversation in order for you to be able to even have sex with them, even to even get to the point where you just like, okay, like, come and date me, like, date me. And dating can mean different things to some people. Dating could be like, let's go out and do all this stuff. Y'all, I feel so ripped off. Like, it's like I used to have conversations on the phone with somebody, and I feel like my conversations were recorded and given to certain shows. It's like, man, I know. It's like that's when people start thinking, this girl crazy. I'm not crazy. I know it is. But anyway, because I look back, I'm like, man, I said that to that dude on the phone, But anyway, you have conversations or whatever. Conversations are beautiful. They are like a little guidance to just getting to know a person. conversations they can be immaculate. It could be just something that takes you to a whole new level with somebody. So just to hear what they have to say, like how they pronounce the words, what it is that's listless on their timetable, just like all the goodness of all of it, I've had situations where it's been like friends that I've dated or whatever. I would say we friends at first, but then it's like we moved into something else. Those have all been some of the greatest relationships I've had, because it wasn't like we were waiting. It wasn't like we were on a timetable. Nothing was constructed or built. It was just like, okay, we are just gonna get to know each other and enjoy each other's company. And that's what happened. Like, we got to know each other and enjoyed each other's company, and it didn't always lead to us having sex, and so it was just something that was happy about it. So then, therefore, later, again, I always talk about this. At some point, those people probably remained my friends after we broke up or whatever. But it's like you just had those times where you just, okay, this is a good relationship for me. It's something that's strong for us, Sometimes you have those things. Sometimes it's not always like a situation where it has to be decrepit and ugly and all those different things. But we just ended up having just a good relationship because we started out by just talking and hanging out before sex was even thought of. Number 5 is, for me, it's just like knowing that you are a good lover. And what I mean by lover, I know because some people will automatically think it's sex. It's not sex. When I say lover, it's like just those subtle things that you do. So when I think about who my good lovers were, I think about how we talked, how we settled disputes, how he handled money, how he handled the house, how he handled the relationship, how he thought of me, how I thought of him. Like, all those things happen to become and encompass you as a good lover. And so with that, it's like also, I would say, like, physical activities. I left that part out too. Physical activities, like, you want to be able to, like, maybe run around and play and shoot hoops and kick a soccer ball around, try to jump rope. I don't know. It's like, I think physical activity plays a good part in that too. So that encompasses, for me, the lover aspect of it. It's just like, because the person is comfortable with their body and they're comfortable with their body around you. It's not pretend. It's not like, okay, I'm just gonna play with you so I can push you on the couch and hump you. It's like, no, it's not that. It's just like the person can actually play with you. Like, it's like y'all could play fight, karate kick. You could. It's like so many different things that could happen, and it's like we forget about those things too, just like being playful. And so, I don't know, it's like, I just feel like that's something that those are things that you want to have in your relationship in order for it to work, your sexual relationship. And you want to make sure that the person likes you. You don't want to be in a situation where the person is jealous of you, or is only with you for certain reasons, or only has certain things for you to, to give you, whatever. You want to be with this person for, like, just it's like you want to be able to be comfortable, and comfortable with your body, comfortable with different types of sex, comfortable with different types of positions, comfortable enough to be like, this hurts, comfortable enough to talk during sex and tell each other what's going on. It's just like those different things. So I don't know, I guess that's what I picked up from the meme. I was like, man, this is some good stuff, because it is like, you look at porn and porn seems perfect, and it's not. Even with the homemade porn, you're like, damn, you people eat pussy like that? You're like, oh my God, what have I been missing in my life? But yeah, that's the whole thing. You just like, it's like you got to be sure that the person likes you, and not for the wrong reasons, and that they don't have the wrong idea of you. And that's what I'm learning too, is like, it don't matter how old the motherfucker get, they'll still think you stupid. Just like, oh my God, this is what she said, she likes whipped cream. That means she wanted on her toes and her booty. He's just like, no, that's not. No, I just wanted on my cocoa. That's it. Not on my toes and my booty, just on my cocoa. That's it. you know, so you just have to